Cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap Music Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
I fucks with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
Okay? The living embodiment of learning to accept yourself and accept your circumstances. And, you know, there's a prayer people say to God. It says, yo, God, accept me for the things.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I can't, the wisdom to change the things that I can, and the knowledge to know the difference.
Oh, shit, I'm messing it up.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that God, grant me the serenity to change the things I can, accept the things I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. Something like that.
That I can't change. Oh, shit. God,
Wait, hold on. Now we need to know. Now y'all need a serenity prayer. Can you tell me the serenity prayer? Will Pox.
I'm all ears. What's on your mind?
Can you recite the serenity prayer?
I'm here to. Sure, here it is. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference.
That's what it is. Okay, babe.
Me for.
Where's the dog? Do you think?
Okay.
You think or you know? Is the gate closed?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, God, help me. No, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. This is the infamous serenity prayer. And
Serenity prayer, bro.
I have to say, I think Gunna is the exact living proof of this. Why do I say Gunna is the exact living proof? Because whether Gunna, in Gunna's mind, he never cooperated. He's never said, oh, yes, I told. He had like a side to it. He's like, you know what? No, I got tricked. Oh, no, like I didn't say anything that, you know, I never put my, he has a lot of excuses. But this prayer right here that says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference, is that I've watched Gunna literally start living the life of saying, I can't keep living in that decision and I can't keep trying to prove those people wrong. I need to be me. I don't need to explain. I need to be me. And what he can't change is that.
Nah, that's real. You can't change what you did. You can't change who you flew, flam, who you skull dug, who you larcen. You are who you are. You are what you are. And Gunna said, I ain't tripping, nigga. I'm going to be me.
There's a video of him saying, yes, ma'am. He can't change that. It is what it is. He can't change certain circumstances that he's been involved in that people might judge him for. And I'm watching this guy go throughout and realizing that, hey, listen, you might never be seen as one of those rappers, who's about that life or with the shit, or, you know, you a killer or you could get people killed. And whether that was his mentality before, but he had to get over that. And I watch Gunna go.
You got to forget about the past, not look into the, and you got to forget about the past and look into the future. That's true.
Through his journey, figure out what it is and what it's not, to the point that when he's putting out music now, he doesn't come across like he's trying to be something he's not. He doesn't come across like he's trying to convince us of something that we will never be convinced of. And
Gunna's just out here doing his thing.
This is the difference between him and Lil Baby and Young Thug. I got it.
Oh, okay. So this is why he's talking. Okay, I'm like, well, how does this relate to Lil Baby? But okay, I got it. I see where we're going with this.
To be honest, when I'm listening to Young Thug, I can't tell if he trying to slide me the number like he did to the detective. Take my number, just don't tell the world. Because I like when he talks tough. But there is no commitment to it. He dropped the song that I like that he dropped. He deleted it. There's no commitment to it. He's just trying to figure out what people like. So we don't know what his heart is at no more. Lil Baby, who acts like he's like some real nigga. because his name wasn't muddied in this stuff, and because he looked like a hypocrite because he stood out against Gunna, people asking, well, what about your boss, P? Well, he said, I don't fuck with him. Then they said, what about your best friend, Thug? And he got quiet. He got quiet.
Now, the dude P from QC, he did do some telling. He did do some talking. He was doing some telling on a felon. He did do some telling on a felon. He was telling on a felon for sure.
So what ended up happening is that after he got quiet, now he's kind of popping back out. And he's rocking with Thug again. Because in reality, people like him, he has no morals. Y'all seen Lil Baby say that, yo, wait, is my mic messed up? Y'all seen Lil Baby say that Ak is the feds. All his friends cooperated. He don't want to talk about it. He want to still hang with them. He want to make music with them. According to people like Lil Baby,
yeah, that's ugly, flu, flamorous, and skullduggerous for sure. That's a very select
cooperation,
a very select politic.
And ratting and all that other stuff exists in everywhere but Atlanta. He's not living his true self. And I've had several people call me about me giving credit, several Atlanta rappers, about me giving credit to Gunna because it appears like I'm shitting on everybody else. But I got to call a spade a spade. The reality is y'all not living y'all truth. We don't see Gunna getting back up on this internet saying he's the roughest, toughest, and whatever. And we don't see him still fighting the same fight of, oh, I didn't tell and whatever. At this point, he's made peace with it to say he has an opinion about what happened. It might not align with what you think that happened, but it's no longer for him to fight. When you look at Young Thug, you can't tell if he reformed. I heard he's doing an R&B or a gospel album. But he's talking killing niggas one day, sending hits the next day, then the next.
Yeah, now you got to be consistent. People want to hear consistencies. They don't want to hear you back and forth one day, up and down, left, right, R1, R2, L1, R2, left, down, right, right up. Nobody wants to hear that. They want to make sure that you're consistent. They want to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do for facts.
Next day, he's on some other shit. You hear Lil Baby. He says he's like a street nigga. Lil Baby say, I'm the feds, but he not down to talk about him rolling with the feds. Until we get to that point, Lil Baby, we can't listen to you and really listen with the ears. Now, some people might say, why do you care? Because gangster rap got killed by hypocrites. This is why the last gangster rappers we respect, they're either locked up or dead, because at least they weren't hypocrites. We're not saying crash out, but we can't respect a hypocrite. Lil Baby's talking crazy, but is hanging out with cooperants. He's hanging out with rats. Lil Baby is a rat by association because all the niggas he's hanging out with.
Damn. Akademiks said Lil Baby is a rat by himself. He said Lil Baby hang around them ninjas that be fucking with the cops and them ninjas that be fucking niggas fucking with the cops. Damn. Golly.
We're looking at what they got going on. It look like, yo, just throw some cheese in it, and this might be like, it might look like the Knicks parade. Yo, you throw some cheese. Yo, find where Lil Baby's hanging out in Atlanta. Throw some cheese in there, and it might look like the New York City parade, man. It is crazy. Lil Baby is calling me the feds, but he don't want to talk about his friends being the feds. We don't want to talk about that? We don't want to talk about that, chat? Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold up. Let me see. Oh, shit, we got to get to this too. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Now we got Trap Laura Ross, who gonna always give us the news we can use when it comes to this Flu Flamer, Skullduggery, and larceny situation. Let's see where this finna go.
Is it? Wait, here we go. Here we go.
Apparently recording music videos in the op block. Okay, the police are working this shit out. Him and his team are being so reckless, right? They're filming music videos in areas they shouldn't be at. It's leading to retaliation shootings where the deaths of 2 13-year-old boys are being reported. They're saying Lil Baby's music video contributed to this, right? The police described it as a cowardly act. They alleged that Lil Baby filmed at a location he knew he shouldn't have been. So Lil Baby over here talking about Akademiks, the cops, he the police. Bro, the police are just trying to clean up this mess that you're making where you got 13-year-old boys getting murdered after you pulling up to the wrong place. I can't lie, Akademiks ain't the police, but if it's a choice between Lil Baby's nonsense and the police, I'm going with the police. Among the victims were 13-year-olds Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis, shot and killed on July 2nd, 2024.
Here's the reality of it, chat. They said act the police. Well, here's the funny part. Well, I don't make my money off fake images like that. So I don't care if what you say about me is true or not. But if you gonna lie on me, let's just talk about you and all your friends. If I'm the cops and I'm the feds, well, I just want to let you know that you know who I be riding in the squad car with? Dominique, Lil Baby. You know who's our lieutenant? Young Thug. You know who's our sergeant? Gucci Man. That's what it is.
Jeez. Akademiks with the blatant, the absolute blatant disrespect towards what the dudes in Atlanta got going on. I'm not sure what Akademiks is going on, man. Why are you so upset at the dudes in the AAC? Why are you so upset today at the dudes in the AAC?
The thing with these Atlanta rappers, this is why Atlanta's down bad. Atlanta's down bad because y'all don't want to admit the truth. Y'all are down bad because y'all had Big Bank y'all sent out trying to answer the question of what is street shit. Y'all have gone every way trying to explain this, but not take accountability. Atlanta rappers, if you harbor,
I'm not gonna lie, Akademiks kind of spitting right now. I ain't gonna lie. Akademiks is saying some things that aren't 100% false right now. You might not like him, but he ain't telling no lies right now. It ain't a lie, my guy.
If you salute Young Thug, if you salute Gunna, Lil Baby, we don't want to hear you talk about who's telling when the people you should be addressing first is within. Let me tell you the difference between New York and Atlanta, and this is not a citywide issue. Niggas literally said there's not one New York rapper that co-signed 6ix9ine. Not one. Not one. They kicked him out the bus. Literally. You know that Young Thug can't go to Atlanta, so that's why he moved to Florida. He's in Miami. You know who moved to Florida too? Lil Baby. Lil Baby moved out of there because he got.
Hey, you know what? That's true. You've never seen a New York rapper support 6ix9ine. Now that I think about it, I don't think you've ever seen a New Yorker support 6ix9ine.
Gotta go. He moved to Florida that he could go hang with his best friend. But then he's calling other niggas rats. How we listen to Lil Baby talking about that type of stuff? Now I get it. Because some people might act, you're not gangster. I get it. But I'm telling you why gangster rap is dead in Atlanta. Until y'all call a spade, it will never be back. Lil Baby, I need you to make a song telling us how your man. Here's a great idea for a song. Tell us how your man flirted with the cops, gave the number, and told the cops if the cop will fuck with him, he'll snitch on everybody else. But you won't do that.
Yeah, that's ugly. That right there, that's UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. It's ugly. Yeah, it's ugly.
You won't do that.
Akademiks is flabbergasted.
Lil Baby's music video shoot in May 2024, leaving 3 men injured. Authorities say the incident fueled ongoing tensions between two rival gangs, Four Pockets Full and OMF, Only My Family. But Akademiks, the police. Let me just check. I just typed in the search bar. Let me just show you so you can actually see that at the top there. I've just typed. I don't see Akademiks' name doesn't appear anywhere in this. Because you say the police, but the police are saying, and you talking about don't be misinformed by fake news. I'm overly good. You didn't. This post. I hadn't seen anyone.
Yeah. Hold on. Listen.
Yeah, it looks like Lil Baby trying to clear something up, and it looks like Akademiks got the drop on that, man. Not gonna lie.
Listen, until I want to remind you, this Lil Baby best friend. And by the way, I got no problem with Thug. Everybody know I do like him as a musician, but I refuse.
It doesn't seem like you care for him as a person.
Used to sit here and let Atlanta rappers. Yo, here's the thing with Atlanta rappers. Yo, that ass, and this is me to like on some real shit. This is me on some real shit. Y'all can clip this. Lil Baby, you dumb pussy, my nigga. First of all, I called you the boxing match. You didn't want no parts. So let's get that out of the way, right? We were gonna set it up before you had your man try me. You didn't want to show up. We got an address. You didn't want no parts. So let's keep that in mind, right? All right, bet. So we know you pussy. Here's the thing. So you wanted none of that. Why did I forget my point? Did I forget my point? I did forget my point. Hold on.
I forgot that Akademiks did, excuse me, call Lil Baby out to a boxing match, and Lil Baby never did take that fade. I forgot all about that.
I did forget my point. Wait, no. I got it. My bad. No. In reality, here's the thing. So before anybody knew anything going on, me and Lil Baby was in DMs. We set up a location. He said he wanted to squabble. I gave him a location. He told me he was trolling. Literally, it was in New York. He gave me a random address. I said, I bet I'm finna show up, whatever. Come to find out he was never in New York City. He fake squash beef with me. Literally had his people still do marketing and shit with me and shit like that. Just that I could get off his ass that he could drop a project, right? And then he tried to low-key backdoor me with that nigga doing whatever, right? So let me explain the Thug part. Thug to me is what broke Atlanta completely. Because all of these niggas in Atlanta are hypocrites. They don't want to call Thug a snitch. And they've called everybody else a snitch for the same thing. They all act like they're doing some other shit. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I use Thug. I really like Thug's music. Actually, I feel bad using Thug, but I ain't gonna lie. Y'all only do this for Atlanta. Nobody.
Now that's, yeah. And you know what I thought about that too? Why are you wearing Orlando's jersey and you got on a Diamondbacks hat? And then you got on an Orlando shirt? I'm not gonna lie, I did notice that. I did notice the fact that the Akademiks had this on. I thought it was interesting. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Because this man. Let me see. Did I go back? Let me go forward. Let me see.
The reason why I want to hold on.
Let's say about right here. But I was trying to figure out the same thing. Why does he have on an Orlando's? First of all, is that an Orlando's Magic shirt? Because that's not a jersey. So it's like when they was wearing the jersey shirts. It's like, remember when people was wearing the jersey shirts and the NBA tried to give us jersey shirts for a minute, but then we didn't really want that. And then he got on an Arizona Diamondback hat. I did notice that. Akademiks, we're gonna help you with your dressing, bro. We're gonna help you with your dressing. Like a good salad. We're gonna help you with your dressing because that ain't it. That ain't it. But it's a good attempt. Akademiks wears a lot of black, I noticed too. That ain't it, bro. That's not best dress, but it's a good attempt. It's a good effort. I'm not mad at it. Let's get back to the content.
I did forget my point. Wait, no. I got it. My bad.
Yeah, that's not it though.
No. In reality, here's the thing. So before anybody knew anything going on, me and Lil Baby was in DMs. We set up a location. He said he wanted to squabble. I gave him a location. He told me he was trolling. Literally. It was in New York. He gave me a random address. I said, I bet. I'm finna show up, whatever. Come to find out he was never in New York City. He fake squash beef with me. Literally had his, people still do marketing and shit with me and shit like that. Just that I could get off his ass that he could drop a project, right? And then he tried to low-key backdoor me with that nigga doing whatever, right? So let me explain the Thug part. Thug to me is what broke Atlanta completely. Because all of these niggas in Atlanta are hypocrites. They don't want to call Thug a snitch. And they've called everybody else a snitch.
Yeah, everybody else is a snitch, but apparently Thug ain't quite a snitch. Can't figure out why.
The same thing. They all act like they're doing some other shit. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I use Thug. I really like Thug's music. Actually, I feel bad using Thug, but I ain't gonna lie. Y'all only do this for Atlanta.
Yeah, because y'all hated 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine ain't this, 6ix9ine ain't that, 6ix9ine a rat this, 6ix9ine a rat that. And now here we are.
Nobody gets to excuse behavior because a nigga is loved. Obviously, 6ix9ine wasn't loved. Obviously, Boston Richie wasn't loved. Obviously, whoever y'all call was a snitch wasn't loved. But when it came to Thug, everybody changed the rules. Okay, cool. Y'all could change the rules. By the way, I'm still going to listen to Thug. The problem here is, and again, I'm not no street aficionado, but what I am is someone who, at least when it comes to media, people know what to listen to when it comes to music. And people know what to believe. They don't believe y'all niggas no more because y'all are liars. Atlanta is the biggest example of liars because they found one example of them not being able to call it a spade a spade. I've heard all these niggas talk about it. Oh, yeah, nah, Thug did bad. What does that mean, though? No, Thug said too much. What does that mean, though?
What does that mean, though? Nah, he just shouldn't have been talking too much. But what does that mean, though? Man, he's got to learn to be quiet. But what does that mean, though? Finish him.
You will say everything about your man that you could still make songs with him, fuck bitches with him, hang with them in the club, do whatever you got to do. That's why I'm telling you, Atlanta gangster rap is a clown show right now. That's why we have literally, let me pull this up. That's why we have Young Thug literally saying, I'm dropping an R&B album. Yes, nigga, you have no fucking choice because niggas don't want to hear you talk about certain shit when you niggas gaslit the entire industry.
Yeah, into thinking that you was a man, for sure. Gaslit the whole industry. Yeah, and yeah. Akademiks is. I don't think he said anything wrong, honestly, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, but I don't think Akademiks is wrong. I think that he's spitting the gospel.
Years, and niggas actually used to think that Atlanta was the place where all the real niggas was at. Then people realized that it's not true. We love T.I. Again, I'm not a gangster dude, but we just gotta call a spade a spade. If 50 Cent did what T.I. did and did all that, it's not happening. 50 cannot talk like that in New York, right? So we got T.I., we have Jeezy, we have Young Thug. All of y'all got these niggas got 3-hour interrogation videos where they're literally spelling it out. This is how Atlanta is coming. And here's the problem, right? The reason why Atlanta looked bad is overall, and I'm not going against the whole Atlanta.
Nah, DJ Akademiks is saying some real things, though. Because the goalpost has been moved. The disrespect to 6ix9ine was heavy. Disrespect for 6ix9ine was heavy. I ain't saying nobody was wrong for disrespecting 6ix9ine. I'm just saying, when are y'all gonna hold y'all own homies and y'all own people to these same standards? Because I'm just not seeing it. You feel me?
My thing is that I look at Baby, and to me, he just like them. He won't call it out. Nobody calls it out. If nobody calls it out and everybody could look past it, I just like them. That's just what it is. And again, I'll still listen to the music because ratting or not, I'm a music guy. But I can't have Lil Baby pop out and start saying some shit like, I'm the feds. Like, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense to me. I had a Lil Baby point earlier. I gotta remember it. Anyway.
Akademiks said, if y'all can't talk about y'all homies, don't get to talking about me. You can't bring up your homie and his flammery and his skullduggery and his larceny. Don't bring nothing else up about me. I could feel him though, because you want to talk about me, you want to say this about woo, bam, but then you hanging out with ninjas that be talking to the cops and them ninjas that be talking to niggas talking to the cops. Now, Akademiks call that Lil Baby out for a fade. I ain't gonna lie, that's a point. Nobody from New York has come out to defend 6ix9ine. I ain't gonna lie, he made another point. Lil Baby was extremely adamant about not being able to F with 6ix9ine or anybody who is dealing with him or blah, blah, blah. This. I hate rats. I hate snitches. Everybody has so much to say. Lil Baby was making little comments about Gunna. You feel me? Behind the scenes, had questioned Gunna being affiliated with the Rolling 60s, as Lil Baby is affiliated with the Rolling 60s. He ain't a real Crip. He ain't really left and all that kind of stuff. That's what they say in Atlanta, because you hang your bandana to the left, so they say, oh, you ain't really left. If you a blood, they say you're not really right. It's dumb. It really is dumb. It doesn't make sense. But it's something that they say. With that all being said, you feel me? Easy call. You know what I mean? Easy call. But I'm going to let Akademiks clear this one up. Y'all can check out the rest of it on Akademiks TV. Chat, we're going to stay and kick it. Y'all know the deal. Let's jump back into some more of this good content. Chat, I'm going to let Akademiks run for a quick second while I find the next clip.
Can anyone else find Akademiks mentioned in here? I'm not finding it. I'm really confused.
Oh, this was.
Wait, hold on. We're not leaving. We're going to listen to this for a second. Wait, hold on. Let's get interesting.
My point with Lil Baby. This was my point with Lil Baby. Yeah, all right. Let me make my point. My bad. I just remembered it. You know why I don't respect, especially Lil Baby, right? So before y'all knew we had any issues, he hit me. And he started talking crazy. He started hitting me with a little boy. So I told him, we could meet up. We could do whatever. Lil Baby, 120 soaking wet nigga. That nigga is damn near retarded. You feel what I'm saying? The nigga got two brain cells, nigga. Like, I might choke both of them out.
Goodness gracious. He said this man has 2 brain cells and I might put both of them out. Goodness gracious.
He don't want that. I challenged him. Nigga, I showed y'all the message. I think he unsent it because I used to put it on the screen all the time. I sent him a location. No. He sent me a location saying he was in New York. He said we could meet up. I said, bet. What time? Never showed up. He said I was joking. Or no, he's like, you be playing. I'm like, okay. All right, whatever. We start talking shit. It gets public a bit. Then we kind of like squash whatever. Let me get to the point before I forget again. My point is this. Lil Baby, the hypocrite who's rolling with Thug, who won't address the shit. He's not addressing real gangsters who's doing that, who's actually calling them out. Yo, baby, I'm not no street nigga. I'm gonna listen to Thug regardless. Even if I think Thug told or not, I'm gonna listen to him regardless, because like I'm not a street guy. There's actual gangsters who's calling you a rat lover and calling Thug a rat. Y'all not addressing them. So when I see y'all niggas like y'all trying to come back on this like Atlanta wave and y'all gonna address Akademiks before all the other gangster niggas who's calling y'all rats.
Well, Akademiks, if they address you first, how they gonna select the politic? They gotta address you first. Otherwise, they not selected politic.
There's actual gangsters calling y'all rats. Y'all no mention of them, but you gonna address me? When you're hanging with the guys who I could pull up all the niggas you're hanging out with, they're giving statement to the police. They're in court testifying. They're on audio calls and video calls talking to the federal authorities, my nigga. And you're going to ignore all the gangsters calling you out and you going to mention me? Well, I already established you pussy because you ain't want to box. That
really doesn't make sense. Why ignore all the tough dudes and go straight to Akademiks? I mean, I don't know. How many fights the academics actually dodged, but you want to fight the dude that weighed 150 less than you? Given life, all I'm gonna say is because I'm only 165 pounds, I'm pretty much 100 pounds less than everybody. I'm pretty much 80 to 100 pounds less than everybody. Man, it's all a fair one. It's all a fair one. The big dudes call me out. Compton Rick Rock sending me text messages, threatening me all over the internet. I'm not turning it down. He got me beat by at least 100 pounds. I'm with it. Let's do it. Let's do it. How much bigger is 600 than me? Let's do it. How much bigger is, I might be taller than Wag, but he way more. All I'm saying is, Akademiks said he need a fade. I'm all right with that. I'm with Akademiks getting his fade. I don't think it's no excuse. I don't do weight classes. I do problem.
It tells me at that
Hear what I say? I don't do weight classes. I do problem solving.
point, well, you clearly just clout chasing. You sold 34,000 your last project. There's been mad niggas calling you out. Lil Baby, niggas think you a rat because you hang with rats. No, let me just put it out. Niggas think you're a rat because you hang with rats. The internet saw what it saw. They think you're a rat because you hang with rats. So if street, and by the way, there's street niggas who said it saw, they think you're a rat because you hang with rats. So if street, and by the way, there's street niggas who said it. That's rappers. I ain't trying to start no beat, but like you street niggas is saying that, my nigga. So if your thing is like, wait, who said I'm a rat? Yo, act you the feds. Wait, I'm the only nigga you heard? Oh. So the reality is this, man. My takeaway is this.
I think Lil Baby should give Akademiks his fade. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? No, I sure won't. Don't come into this chat disrespecting my homie Poro615. What you mean you noticed? What? Everybody know that my homie. So you ain't finna come in here disrespecting T.I. Everybody know that T.I. is my homie. Everybody knows that T.I. is my homie. So you're right. I won't disrespect T.I. on my live. You're 100% right. I don't cover nothing negative about T.I. and or the Harris family. Nothing negative at all. I don't put out no negative propaganda. I don't put out no negative interviews. I don't put out no negative nothing. Nothing. You feel me? So you're right. You're right. I've noticed that Rich Trapper won't say anything about T.I. What you mean you noticed it, nigga? I said it. You didn't notice. I told you that. I don't talk bad about my homies. You know what's crazy, Chad? He thought that he was doing something. Y'all have heard me say a million times that I don't make negative content about my homies. Y'all have heard me say that a million times. So he comes in here, I've noticed Rich Trapper won't blah, blah, blah. I've noticed that Rich Trapper doesn't da, da, da. You didn't notice? I told you that. You didn't notice nothing. I said that. When Brick Baby was acting crazy on the internet, I never said nothing crazy about Brick. Never. He did a bunch of stuff that I didn't care for. Didn't talk bad about him, nor will I ever talk bad about my homies on the internet. So Poro615, yeah, you didn't notice anything. I told you that. So you're going to go ahead and take your 5-minute time out. Should you decide to come back and, just act a little bit better. Go act a little bit better. But here's the crazy thing about YouTube, real quick, to everybody leaving comments. If you don't like the content that I make or how I discuss the content that I make, the crazy thing about YouTube is if you're able to leave a comment, that means that you have a YouTube channel. And on that YouTube channel, you could do what I do, open up your laptop, set up your cameras, put your lights on, download StreamYard, pay for the subscription, and make videos. Simple. You don't even have to watch Trap News Network at all. You don't have to engage. You don't have to engage with nothing that I have going on. You can actually just go do it yourself. That's the craziest thing about this whole situation.
Lil Baby.
I think that's the part that a lot of these guys forget. I hate watching his channel. I can't stand this. I can't stand his channel. I can't stand watching it. You could go make content, right? Oh, okay.
Baby and Young Thug. And I hate to group them together, but they're like butt buddies at this point. I don't believe that they could get no type of motion with them constantly lying to themselves and others. You see, the thing with Gunna, it's not about ratting. I want to make that very clear. It's not that I care about ratting. And by the way, if Baby had dissed me with anything but saying I'm the feds, I wouldn't even mention that. But he's acting like he could talk about ratting. Yo, brother, you could talk about Sephora makeup, Get Ready With Me music. You could talk about whatever you want. If I hear you talk about any gangster shit or any type of I hate rats, I'm going to tell you that you had your hand on Young Thug's thigh, nigga, in the fucking drop top, nigga, and he's...
Wait, hold on. Is that true? Were they thunder thawing?
Seen online as one of the niggas who ratted. If you ain't answering that, we don't want to hear from you. I'm sorry. We do not want to hear from you. Like, what the fuck? Yo, this... Hold up. This nigga sound the feds. He riding with the feds. How does this work, nigga?
Sheesh. Sheesh.
Look.
Sheesh. Now I'm gonna mute this because I don't want to get copyright, but they're thunder thawing. Yeah, I don't want to get copyright, so goodness gracious.
Bro, nigga, check these niggas for a wire or something. Like, what? How is these niggas talking about who's the feds? You know who the feds? Find a video or find an audio of me doing this. I tell Lil Baby I got $5 million for him. If he could find a video, he could find audio of me talking to investigators like this. If he could find me talking to investigators like this.
Yes, sir.
Promises. Make promises. Just we'll keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever make them know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. Well, I tell the world. What you want? Yes, you can. Hey.
Take my number. Straight up. This who you riding with, nigga. Your hand on his thigh, nigga. Like what is...
Hey, the thigh on thigh action is crazy. That thing right there is diabolical. I'm glad I didn't end this video, chat. I'm glad I didn't. Because, man, this is diabolical. This is definitely diabolical. They finna catch diabetes.
Yo, I'm just putting it out there, nigga. I'm going to talk about it every day. If Lil Baby don't call Young Thug a snitch, he should never talk about snitching.
Whoa, it got messy. We out here for it. The academics is going off. That's a word we can't say.
Hey, Carjack 100 here. If you need your transmission checked, come on down to Carjack's. I'm your transmission expert.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life for your own personal home security. Call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Texas. It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall, 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know what enemies intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm an aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.